Welcome to Personal Profiles, and today I've caught up with an old friend of mine, Dave. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to be back in the land of smile.
For you guys out there, I don't know if you remember, a few years ago, David Oldroyd, he brought us The Perfect Pair, which I've had the pleasure in reading, and you signed. Edition number 1, Dave.
Edition number 1, the first book, The Enchanted Mirror. It's more commonly known now as The Perfect Pair Dolphin Trilogy because obviously the third one is now out.
I'm sure a lot of people have read it and enjoyed it,
as
I have. And then we went on to The Mirror Cracks. I mean, this
darker read.
Dark read.
A darker read.
I get it with The Mirror Cracks. It's going to be a little bit of a darker. Just in general, I mean, what does that sort of glance over?
Well, I refer to the mirror constantly here in the titles, and the mirror was what I referred to as the pool where the dolphins were. So if you can imagine a picture of Dorian Gray, the legend of there. Well, you look at that picture and it changes you, and it's very much the same here. When you look into the mirror, the dolphins steal from you, or the mirror steals from you, everything about it, your personality, your senses, until actually you don't know which one of you is blowing the whistle and giving you a piece of fish. That's what it comes down to.
When they say that size doesn't matter, I mean, as you can see by the thickness of these ones, and then we go on to the newest edition, which of course shards
from the mirror.
Shards from the mirror. Slightly thicker, so I would imagine. Is this the last one?
That most certainly is the last one.
Are you sure?
Yes, I would have to start on Prozac if I had to write another one of the Perfect Pair series.
We was talking a little bit earlier off camera, and you know, I've not had the pleasure in reading this one yet, which hopefully I will do. But you know, looking on the other books that you did, I said to you straight away, you know, this is like moving material, Dave. You know, you said to me, well, I don't really sort of like write them as a movie would be written. You write it in sort of like sections, plays.
It's a scene. I create a scene. When people say a chapter, it's not a chapter, it's actually a scene. So it would be very easy to transfer to film because it's all there, the way it goes and all the rest of it.
Do you sort of, in this book, do you sort of like, when you say you're creating the scene, are you painting a picture for the people before they start to go into that journey of reading it?
Yes, most certainly. I'm painting that picture, and I'm playing around with tenses. The reason I write in such short modules, as I would like to call them, or scenes, not chapters, but scenes or modules. When I start to write like this, it's because I wish to change a tense so that you're almost sitting on the shoulder of the young trainer. You are looking through his eyes.
Are we sort of like, I mean, you know, we've glanced over the books before, and you're onto your 3rd edition, which is your last one. Now these have been a bit controversial, haven't they?
Dear me.
I mean, we've spoken off camera about different things. I mean, do you want to say anything about this? I mean, you know, is it something you'd like to get off your chest?
I would certainly like to get this off my chest. This is being described as the biggest anti-captivity story around. They are comparing it to The Blackfish, which was a movie about orcas. This is the Blackfish of dolphins. And it is now suffering a full UK media block. Now,
let me stop you there. When you say they're stopping it, there's a media block. Now, the reason that normally people block things is because there's a lot of money involved.
That's exactly right.
I mean, you know, and if you're trying to say something about something, and a lot of people are earning a lot of money from it, normally they put a block on it. So I would imagine that's what they're trying to do with
That's right. The captive cetacean industry is huge business. It really is. You wouldn't believe it. The amounts of money you will pay for an orca, a new orca, or a dolphin. I mean, if you can buy a dolphin from Taji, where they're slaughtering dolphins wholesale in Japan, and that dolphin, a wild dolphin, will cost you in excess of £100,000 English. You're talking big money now.
You're talking money. But of course, we've also got to look on the other side of it. I mean, as you said, you know, buying a dolphin will cost you, you know, near on £100,000. But of course, when people keep them in captivity, and when they start to train them and train them and train them and train them, and then they start to perform, and for the dolphin or any animal, it becomes a merry-go-round.
That's right.
But that merry-go-round is generating a lot of money for these guys.
That's it.
So that's when the
really
band comes in,
Yeah, that's right. Well, obviously, the company that ran UK Dolphin Area, I'm pretty sure that it has to be this company that has managed to put the UK media block on, because the company is a dynasty.
Yeah, sure.
It's not a business, it's not a corporation, it is a dynasty, and only they would be powerful enough. But here is the point. I would have thought that the charities and the anti-captivity activists would have come to my rescue.
Well, I would imagine that it only takes like one guy to shout out loud and say, you know, I support you, and of course you've got quite a bit of support from William Roach.
William Roach, Aka Ken Barlow of Coronation Street.
Ken Barlow.
Yeah, of Coronation Street. Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah.
And he fully supports this.
Yeah, he's actually endorsed all 3 of the books. He's fully been supportive of the Dolphin.
There's one guy that knows about pressure, and I'm sure you're going to know about pressure.
Yeah.
It's come to the end of the road, I would imagine now.
It has. As I say, about the charities, the charities was my biggest disappointment. They have covertly tried to interfere with the sales of these books and stop the books. One charity in particular, a UK charity, is actually trying to discredit the books. Now, for what reason, we don't know, because when press has challenged them, they refuse to answer.
They normally do if they're hiding something.
Well, that's exactly, I'd just love to know what it is, but...
All right, David, it's been a pleasure to see you. Thanks a lot for bringing the book along.
That's great.
I mean, it's great, and I see you've signed it again.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Thank you very much.
And I'm sure you'll enjoy the read. I'm sure everybody out there needs to know what's in this story.
Well, if you want to know what's behind the door, read Shards from the Mirror, okay? Because, David, thanks a lot.
That's the one. Pleasure. Thank you for having me.
No problem.
Okay.
Thanks. Bye.